Greetings everyone, I'm back. So I had to stop a video. Now this is a new plant. It is also about 2 feet tall. Let's take a look about the base and see what we have here. First of all, I need to add a little more soil here in this container. But as you can see here, I will remove these branches so you can see better. By the way, I'm not sanitizing these pruners now for these trees. They all come from the same fruit as seeds, and I will not be worrying about fig mosaic virus for these trees for now. As you can see, this was the original trunk right there. And it still looks good, you know, it's straight. I could basically remove these two because now we have 3 trunks. I also notice one root that grows to the side. I will just prune this root, I don't like it. Okay. We have to decide which trunk to keep. So this one, of course, the original one, grows very straight. It's the strongest, comes from the center portion. I can basically choose this one here because it's more straighter than this one on this side. So for now, I will eliminate this. Also, there is a possibility that you can do some, how would I say, fancy work with your trees. You can maybe twist them like this as a style and then go up, and the tree will fuse together, something like this. That's just an optional if you are trying to maybe be more creative. I will not do that. So let's just first eliminate the one that I know for sure that I'm not going to need. These, by the way, will be great cuttings. Seedlings are generally good to use as a rootstock. They are very vigorous in growth. Okay, let's see now. Now I have 2 trunks to choose from. This one is bigger, stronger, and for that reason I will choose that one. If they were similar in size, then I will choose the one in the middle, in the center. Right now I will have just a slight curvature there. I'm going to use my concave cutters. Okay, and then clean this one there. And let me just use a sealing paste too, just to seal the wound. And this tree is fairly straight growing. I am not gonna do anything for this tree right now. Maybe in the future, if it grows taller, I will give an extra bamboo stake as a support. Alright, let's go to the next one. Again, another multi-trunk. Again, this one is about 1.5 feet in height. Let's take a look at it up close. Just to remind you, I'm showing you my way of training fig trees. I do not. Let's take a look at this tree. And that's what I would like to see, that more people kind of try to do, to train their fig trees at a younger stage. Well, as soon as they receive them, if you buy a plant from a fig bee, for example, If you see this kind of plant and just leave it like this plant will grow just fine if you have a big container and you have a lot of space, or in the ground. It will be a multi-trunk, because this will be a trunk, this original, one on the side, and you have one over here. And they are not growing from the base as suckers. These are really trunks, branches. They are turning now into the trunks. It will be an open or vase or vase, how would you say, style. You have plenty of room for the sun to penetrate, and this will be just fine, especially for the tree in ground. However, if you have it in containers and you want to have a tree-like style to occupy less space, to be easier to work with, to carry it easier, because you can pick up the trunk at the base, then this is what I'm trying to achieve. I'm training them instead of letting them to grow the way they want. So first I'm gonna prune this branch on the back, it's weaker, and then one on the side in the back too. Actually this one is pretty much the strongest, maybe just about the same as the original trunk, so that one will be removed. It grows to the side. Let me show you here, and possibly to remove some of the leaves so you can see better. Oh, you can see now here. You see how the trunk grows straight and then you have this curve. I will eliminate this branch here, and then of course this one here. And now we have one trunk. This is the original trunk. I should have taken these trunks away a long time ago. However, I had so many trees now that I don't have time to look at them every week or so. So that's why they're growing the way they are. It's okay. I'm not in a hurry with these trees. All I have to do now is to correct it a little bit. I'm gonna position this, and they have really fibrous roots right now, so that's another benefit of having them in the grow bags. If you are pushing the stake down, yes, you will damage some of the roots, but you still have plenty of the others, and the tree will not be in a shock. It will regrow the roots fairly easy. So I'm gonna just again straighten it here with a zip tie, fairly small zip tie. And then one more at the top. Let me just arrange these leaves. Again, a smaller zip tie. So I'm going to position this leaf on the other side and then this top on the other side to have more leverage. And let's take a look here. Yes, this will be the point where I feel the most resistance. All you have to do now is follow the progress and remove those zip ties when the tree is growing bigger. And that's it. Let's take another one. All right, another slanted tree. This one is about 3 feet in height. All right, let me show you up close. What do we have here? Maybe it's better this way, have less branches. So let me just remove a small branch right there. Now you can see the trunk is growing to the side, slanted. Again, it grew straight, and then looking for more light, turn this tip, the growing tip, to the side, and now it has this curvature. This is what we're trying to now to correct. I will remove these smaller branches, and again this will be a fairly simple correction. A straight bamboo stake. I will position it right against the trunk. Let's see. Okay, that was okay. I have plenty of these smaller zip ties, and I'm going to use these. Like I said, every once in a while I will check on the zip ties not to make sure that they are not digging into the wood. Now what I need is just to find, okay, so this is about the highest point that I have of these two. And then I'm going to just close the gap, let's see, like that. So this point right there is the one that has the most curvature. So let's see if I can put, obviously it's too much pressure. Let me just use a so I'm pushing the tree closer to the bamboo tie as I'm closing the zip tie, and then at the top again I will just use a smaller zip tie to make sure that it's stayed together, and that's it. This tree is fairly straight. I'm not gonna try to correct it right now. At the next potting I will correct, or perhaps I can put in again another stake right there at this side and then correct it, but it's not that bad. I'm gonna leave it just like that. Alright, let's find another one. I hope I can do 4 this time. Let's see what we have here. Again, another 1.5 foot tall tree, and let's take a look at a base. Really nice trunk, very thick for the size. Let me clean this up so you can see better. There is a small branch right there. Again, there is a one side branch in the back. First I will remove that one. Now we have this branch here to the side. And again you have this branch here. We are left now with this trunk. And now let me just show you another style that this tree possibly can take. So far I've been showing you formal upright. This is straight trunk, when the basically trunk is as straight as a bamboo stake, just like that. One straight trunk going all the way. However, if the trunk has a curvature, so it goes to one side and then goes back to the other side, and again repeats there against the axis. If you just imagine straight axis from the root base of the tree, right there. Imagine if you have a straight axis right there. So this trunk goes to one side, then it goes back to the other side, and then comes back again to this side, and then repeats again on the other side. This is informal upright, and this tree is pretty much growing in that style. That would be if I wanted to make sure that I want that style to keep just for bonsai training. However, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just showing you that it's possible to have that style. It's also very nice. Let's take a look here what I'm gonna do. This one, I'm gonna just use the one at a base possibly, one zip tie. Okay, actually you can see now this curvature goes right there, and now I could, as I was saying, if I turn this to go like that, now this would be informal upright. Okay, and what do you say if we do that? Let's do it, just for fun. I'm gonna position one zip tie right there. So now we have a curvature here, and we're gonna have a curvature here. And let's see if I can place something there to keep it away. I'm looking for something for the, maybe a piece of cardboard for now. Alright, and now if I place this cardboard right there, maybe even more, fold. Okay, now we're creating informal upright style. That is really popular in bonsai training, and here the tree will take another turn going back and it will be finished. And let's do that. I'm gonna just secure at the top, and that's it. We are done with this tree. Oops. And again, the tree is balanced. It goes left and right, and again left and then right. So it still grows straight, but it just has interesting trunk line. Let's take one more. And you can see now that I'm pretty much repeating everything that I've done with other trees. This is again another multi-trunk. So very quickly I will just remove these branches at the bottom. Oh, I have one, you can see here, one cutting that I placed in this growing bag, and it comes from this tree, and it took, see how easy it is to root these seedlings. I'm going to remove also this side branch there, this one also. Now we have this one that grows to the back, and it has a curvature, as you can see here. So removing this side branch, and now all I have to do is to correct okay, let me just see. Oh, this is a root right there. Okay, I'm gonna rush because I have to go now. My son has a swimming lesson right now, so just to really quickly finish this up. And again, finding the place with the most resistant, and it comes about right there. Use a bigger zip tie. I can also replace it later. Ah, flew over. Let's take a look. I'm just hoping to finish this video before it expires. How much I have? 30 seconds left. Alright, now let's do this. And now I can use this smaller zip tie right there. Okay, hurry up. Okay. And that